David is on the run. I would not be surprised if David really was missing. He really out there somewhere trying to hide in some crevices of the United States somewhere. But let's get into the video and let's see what's going on. My Discord is down in the description as well as my Instagram. If you guys want to lock in with me, let's do it.
In the previous video I just uploaded, I wanted to talk about the fact that Celeste Rivas may have had and according to TMZ, a troubled home life, right? The unstable situation of which prompted her to run away multiple times. Like, this is a common occurrence in abusive households. Households that are just fueled with physical altercations, domestic violence, verbal abuse, psychological warfare. A lot of us have been there, right? And if there was a place of refuge, a safe place we could run away to, we would have all taken that chance for sure. And it just so happens to be that this place of refuge, this safe place that Celeste found in her life was with David, unfortunately. Before we get into that though, I do want to show some new pictures of Celeste posted by a user in the r/Celeste Rivas Hernandez Reddit community, and it says, and I think this is with her friend or something, "Long live Celeste, I will miss you forever, and the pain I have in my heart is unbearable. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you more, my beautiful sister. You were such a good soul, and you're with God now. May you rest easy. I love you so much. Until we meet again. Juice, your BFF." So obviously in these photos she looks older, much older than the ones that were circulating around the internet. Now that we know that she was murdered within a 24-hour period to a day after her birthday, she would have likely been 14 here, likely possibly on her way to turning 15 in the future.
Y'all, I can't even remember being 14, bro. Like, I can't even have a 14-year-old thought. Like, I can't even remember being 14. What is that, 7th grade? 8th grade? You're in middle school. 14? That's absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He's actually a menace. For real.
Months. During that time, where was this best friend? Did she know about this relationship? Assuming this is really her best friend, she would have likely known. Girls talk all the time, women talk all the time about the boys, guys, whatever that they're dating. I want to know if she knew. Did she approve, disapprove? Did she try to tell authorities? Did she try to warn Celeste? Did she? Or was she the girl that we saw in those previous text messages about her quote-unquote bleeding or bled with David? Was she the one talking about possibly losing her virginity? There's so many questions, and I'm pretty sure the law enforcement teams in LA, FBI,
I'm not gonna lie, we don't care about that. We don't care about that because she is also 14. She is also 14, 15. She also doesn't, like, you should know right from wrong ultimately, at, a younger ages than that. But she's too young to throw that on her. Like, you didn't call the police because your friend was dating a superstar? Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we can't throw that on her at all. We gotta let bygones be bygones on that end. But she should have done it for sure, ski. But you can't blame her for that, which I don't think he's doing. He's not blaming her. But anybody that's listening, initially it sounds like it's almost like, why didn't you call the police? You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think he's doing that.
Elsinore are going to be going through this entire thing. However, according to the article, they say LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division has been tracking Celeste's history, and they are trying to piece together the story of her life. According to our sources, we're told that Lake Elsinore family contacted Riverside County law enforcement at least twice to report Celeste missing. Our sources say homicide detectives believe there's lots of evidence Celeste comes from and I quote, troubled home, and that they may have triggered her desire to run away. TMZ has spoken to a liquor store owner near where Celeste's school bus picked her up, and he says there was one instance on March 19th, 2024, where Celeste's sister came to his store to review surveillance footage in an attempt to trace Celeste's steps after she ran away. As reported, her middle school teacher told TMZ Celeste had ran away back in January of 2024. The teacher says police found her in the Hollywood Hills a month later and took her home. It's worth noting David lives in the Hollywood Hills. Celeste then went missing for the last time in April of 2024.
That sucks, honestly. Cause like if we gonna keep it a stack with each other, like, as much as people want to say, my kid would never, my kid would this, I'll make sure my kid, your kid can run away. At any moment in time, your child can just disappear, run away, and they're just gone. You don't know where to find them at the end of the day. So it's pretty sad that her parents had to actually go through that. You know what I'm saying? I hope that even though she ran away, she kept in contact with them. But it's like, probably not though. Because the main goal is to get you back home. And you're 14, 13. Like, where are you running away to at 13, 14, bro? It sucks. It's sad, bro. It's sad. And David is the problem at the end of the day. Like, she probably wouldn't have ran away if David didn't say, come run away with me. I have a tour. Come run away with me. I have a, you know what I mean? Like, bro, what? What? She's supposed to be in school. She's supposed to be graduating. You know what I'm saying? She missing school. She gonna be held back, all type of stuff. Like, she is 14. She need to be living her life as a 14-year-old. And you taking that away from her, bro. That's sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's nasty. It's nasty work.
And the next time, she was found in his trunk. And also, I'm going to be showing you guys footage of David's former Hollywood's Hill house, of which he was paying allegedly $20,000 a month to live in. However, they go on to say that what's unclear is if the family called cops in Hollywood when Celeste disappeared in spring of 2024 to find out where she had been staying when they found her in February. And here, as we can see, is the house of which David was basically staying in, reportedly. You know, here's an aerial view footage of
Doheny?
What's supposed home. As we can see here, here's a better view here, right here. Now, this is reportedly the home of which she was paying $20K a month to live in, and the home of which
1368 Doheny. Let's find this place right quick. Wait, dang. I got my memory cooked. 1368. 1368 Doheny Place. Let's see what this looked like right quick on Zillow. Let's see this place. 4,000 square foot. This is crazy. I don't know why. Like, this place is nice. It's really nice, but it's very, like, creepy now. Like, just looking at it, like, ooh, creepy. You know what I'm saying? Like, David could have been going off in here on her. But I don't know. This is odd to me. Very, very odd. Hey.
She's fled now. He doesn't live here anymore. 1368 Doheny Place.
It's crazy because the manager also lived with him. Or, I'm pretty sure that it was him and the manager that both lived in there. So it was him, the manager, and Celeste that lived in there. That ain't right. The manager should know better too. Like, you can't be playing those games. And then also on top of that, it's just so crazy to me. The manager would have had to known, or it had to be like, I don't know, because if the manager was there too, if the manager's living there, they're there, a murder happens in the house. I don't care if I'm your manager. I'm not going to help you hide a body, brother. Sorry, nigga. Go to jail, nigga. You deserve to be in jail, nigga. You can't control your emotions. Go to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to prison with you, though. Especially I'm just your manager. Fuck no. Fuck no. Go to jail by yourself, brother.
It looks like to be the place of residence. And I suppose this is...
So I really honestly think that the manager didn't know. I think that the manager didn't know for real.
Is the home of which Celeste may have been living with him in. It's a big place, you know, lots of rooms, safe and secure in the Hollywood Hills. For over a year, I'm pretty sure she was living very comfortably, lavishly, and I'm gonna assume.
Total side note, on the top of this house, This is a lot of space right here. I feel like if they made these a little longer, a little taller, so people didn't just fucking fall off, you know, put some turf down here or something, this could be a nice little spot on the roof. You got a little, you know, ladder to climb up to the roof. You know, that's even more square footage. You know what I'm saying? You could make your crib more expensive. Anywho.
Lavishly, and for I'm gonna assume, you know, a teenager coming from a community like that, quote unquote, from a troubled home, this was probably like a fucking dream come true to her. You know, here you can see an investigator standing in I think the garage or whatever. However, here's some grim details. They're saying it's apparent police think Celeste may have been killed inside the home David was staying at because they obtained a search warrant allowing them to search for blood evidence inside the residence. We do not know what, if anything, police discovered. The police have not revealed if they have a suspect yet. So
the thing is also, David, like, the fact that they're taking so long to actually arrest him and there's this much evidence out there, of course you need to verify the evidence, but on top of that, there's probably so many charges that they're waiting to throw at bro. Like, that was another video I saw. They said there's like so many different charges that he can be charged for. Mind you, they collected computers and all these things. Like, if there's pictures or videos on these computers also, he gonna get hit for CP. He's getting hit with everything, bro. If there's text message talking about them, you know, doing the nasty, like, okay, that's statutory, bum. Another one, oh, statutory again, bum. So it's kind of like there's so many different charges that they can throw at bro for this. And they're probably just pulling it all together. And also multiple charges of the same thing if they find a lot of them. So he's cooked. He's cooked. He's going down in flames. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? All his music talking about him getting arrested in the back of the cop car, all this shit, bro. You done talked it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. Anywho.
Yeah. In another article, they also say that there were security cameras planted outside of David's home, which is, you know, standard protocol, but apparently there were no security cameras inside. The Hollywood Hills rental home where singer David was living had a security.
They ain't no houses with there's barely any houses with security cameras inside. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. That's a little odd, I'm not gonna lie.
System with external cameras that capture everything going in and out. Pretty sure police officers will be, you know, going through that with a fine-tooth comb. They say Malden Trifunafic owns the home David's manager was renting. The place has been searched by cops as part of the Celeste Rivas death investigation, and he says he had a security company install cameras outside the home years before Josh Marshall signed a lease in February 2024 for $20,000 a month. The homeowner says the cameras are positioned at entry points in the.
And one thing I did say earlier, I said that the manager lived there. I think the manager lived there, but I think that's because the manager was on the lease. But the manager might have been on the lease because he's just older and he can get the lease. Ultimately, maybe, you know, David couldn't actually lease the home because he was young and maybe credit, all that other type shit. So maybe he didn't even live there, possibly.
Backyard and on the street, and he believes people cannot go in or out of the house without being recorded. That's a key element because cops were looking into the possibility that Celeste was killed inside the home. As we first told you, investigators searched the home for traces of blood. The problem though is that the homeowner said that he doesn't have access to any of the security footage because he wants to respect people's privacy, and that whenever people move into this property, they get to create their own little account that are attached to the cameras so that they can track their own footage. And I suppose when they move out, they can do with the footage what they will, right? So obviously in this case, if David was actually recording this feed, footage would have been scrubbed frequently. I don't think that any footage.
But the thing is, if it's with a company, then I would imagine that the company still has the footage. Unless, you know, the company is probably like, we're super for privacy, we delete the footage when you know, press delete footage. But also, if he never signed up for the security, you know, company, then maybe nothing was ever recorded. But he's paying $20,000 a month I'm sure he would pay for the security system, but no.
Footage from when David was there with Celeste allegedly would still be available on any memory drive or hard drive. I doubt it, unless he's incredibly dumb. However, given all the information we've seen so far, all the evidence and documents and videos, and how flagrant and careless with his activities, it wouldn't be surprising or shocking. As stated previously, it looks like this guy wanted to be caught. So I'll say it kind of looks like David is on the run, and you know, I'm pretty sure he has his lawyers advising him on what to do. I'm pretty sure he has access to the best legal counsel.
Bro, in these videos too, bro, the girl be looking like Celeste every time.
In the world, pop artist, right? Massive success in the music industry, connection to all types of people, and power, making, you know, $500 to possibly $1 million per month. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if somehow, some way, this guy gets away with this. I've seen way too much in this world to be shocked by anything related to people in positions of power getting away with crimes that are obviously linked to them in some way, shape, or form. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? I'm gonna be providing more updates very soon about this case. Honestly, it's getting real spooky, man. It's getting really spooky. And
yeah, man, there's a couple of scenarios that I have in my head where it's kind of like this could be it, but for the most part, no. Like, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. Like, maybe he didn't kill her. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he wasn't the person that pulled the trigger or did whatever to, like, kill her. But he, at the end of the day, bro, she should have been at home with her parents, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you took a 15-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl from her home, and now she's dead, bro. Like, you're cooked, bro. Like, you are you a PDF file, bro. You a PDF file. Like bookcase PDF file. You know what I'm saying? If David didn't get caught here, let's say he stopped talking to her, whatever happened, she went back home, you know, years go by, no one ever talks about it. He gets away with this, he's gonna be with probably another, like, you know, 15-year-old girl, bro. Like 14-year-old girl, bro. Like, in the future. Because he's cooked. He's mentally cooked, bro. And I don't know. I just hope he gets to the truth of it at the end of the day. You know, a lot of times, like, we can speculate a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that we're actually getting to the truth. But I hope that we get to the truth of this, and I hope she gets justice, because this isn't right. You know, the front trunk of a Tesla, you know what I mean? At 15, like, so much life ahead of you. It's just sad, bro. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.